Hello YouTube, it's BKG, a 20-something just trying to get by, and welcome to another video. Alright, I've taken down a few notes on the things that I want to talk about with you guys, so we'll start with the setting. You've never seen this place before. I am in a new apartment. This actually got announced on my other channel. It is called Uncommon Canvas Co., all one word. It is my art channel, and over there I've been working on paintings. I've been developing my art stuff. But I'm back here because I took a break from the art channel because of just the general things that we're going to talk about in this video. So actually right now I have a goal. I need to go to grocery outlet. I need to buy some pasta. I want to make a japchae stir fry, so I need to buy the potato pasta, yogurt, and a banana so that I can make breakfast like muffin thing. That's really all I need to do. So we're gonna go to grocery outlet together, and while we do that, we're gonna have a little bit of a life update. So first, I need to get dressed, and we need to talk about where I'm living. Okay, so it looks kind of similar to my old place, so maybe you feel like you've been here before, but you haven't. The old place, the trim around the mirror closet was gold. This is white. That's your clear indication that this is a different place. We're gonna wear my sweat set because I just don't feel like really planning an outfit. It's not for me right now. Start of September, my landlord announced at my old place that he wanted to renovate, so we needed to get out. And I was super pissed that he did this because we knew that he was thinking of renovating, and we just asked, like, hey, give us a couple of months notice. It's your house, but give us that notice. And actually I didn't even ask. He said that he would give us that notice, and then we just continued to remind him throughout the months of like, hey, when you decide to renovate, give us a couple months notice. He told us to get out in 2 weeks. That was not ever gonna happen. That was never gonna happen under any circumstances. I ended up leaving a little over a month later because I was like, honestly, fuck you. I'm not gonna move into a crappy place just because you want to renovate. What? That's not even legal. That's not even legal. I don't want to have to take it to small claims court, but that man was constantly trying me. So I moved in a hurry, and I ended up moving down the street. I'm about 7 minutes from my old place. I'm in a room that cost me $200 more and is about half the size. And also this place does not have a living room. The living room was just turned in some other rooms. This whole house, it's just made to be a communal living space. It's not really a house. So I can't host my friends anymore. Like, it's just not good. It's just not good. The room is truly tiny. I'll show you around, but bear in mind, I literally just crawled out of bed. You guys were my motivation to get out of bed and film this. And I just came back from Christmas with my family, and my suitcase is only half unpacked, so it's still on the floor. But I'll show you so you can see the size of this place. I do have a back. Well, okay, here's my TV stand. I do have a back door. That was a major selling point. There's my closet. Hello. And then the room ends. It's over. It's over now. Don't love that for me. But that's my life. We're gonna come back to that, but for now, let's talk about work. So the last videos I was really making was my laid off series. I got laid off, and then I got a contract job, and then they ended my contract, which felt like another layoff. So kind of got laid off twice in the same year. And then I got this new job at the company that I'm working at, working as a project manager. I've been enjoying it. I just got to my 1 year at that job. Still there, but I'm worried about that job. Maybe I'm just being paranoid because I did get laid off once, kind of twice. Maybe I'm just being paranoid, but I'm beginning to feel like another layoff is coming. Now, somebody just quit, which might help. It might help me not get laid off because they might just be like, oh, we just won't rehire that position. But I feel like they need that position more than they need me. So they're more like, I feel like they might just rehire for that and then still lay me off. The reason why I feel like I might get laid off is because the company has been acquired by a private equity firm. And that firm has already restructured, already kind of shut down production for so my company owns a bunch of other companies, and we do the marketing for those companies. They've already kind of shut down production for one of our major brands that we do marketing for. They're just doing a lot, and companies tend to do layoffs, I've noticed, before the holidays or after the holidays. Today is January 3rd. January 5th, I work tomorrow. It's my first day back from holiday break. We're gonna see if I get laid off in the next 2 weeks. If not, I'm gonna like say I'm clear, but there might be another layoff coming. So I've been worried about that. I'm like kind of worried because I've been laid off enough that I like know what to do. I think I'll be able to get by on unemployment, and I just feel like, you know, you've got to see these things as a blessing in disguise. I'm putting my shoes on. If you let it like consume you, then you're gonna be in trouble. But I also just like to not get late. I don't know. It's not up to me, so I'm not even gonna wish for anything because I can't. Next update, I'm single again. I don't even think you guys knew I was dating somebody. I don't really know where we left off on that, but I was dating someone when I was in my layoff saga. Pretty much when I got a job, we broke up. Then I started dating someone else. We did it for 1 month before he cheated on me. Men are very annoying. So I am single again, and I'm really annoyed about it because every time I have a breakup, it really dings the psyche. I'm packing my purse, anyway, it really takes away my will to date, my belief in men, and it really starts me back at square one of feeling like they're not worth it. Why am I spending my time on it when they all end up treating me like this? It always ends up like this. It's always foolishness. It's always foolishness. So I'm like, what's the point? And I don't want to, I need water. I don't want to feel like what's the point? Because, well, I do want to get married. The goal has not really shifted away from me, but I've kind of reframed it. Not necessarily reframed it, but I just thought about it a bit deeper. And I realized more so than just simply getting married, because I could have done that. I can do that any day. There are people I can call who will marry me tomorrow. Other than just simply getting married, I more so want to find somebody who's worth marrying. And that's where I'm running into problems with the men that I encounter. So after we broke up, we tried to be friends because, you know, we only did it for a month. I was like, I can get over feelings of honestly annoyance. It wasn't even betrayal. It was just like I can't feel betrayed because I don't really know you that well to have trusted you, but really? So I'm like, I can get over my feelings of annoyance and we could be friends. But after us being friends for maybe 3-4 more months, he got mad at me essentially for dating other people and basically said like, why aren't you trying to work on us? And I'm like, there is no us. I told you. Cheating was like, that was it. You're done. So he ghosted me, which is one of my favorite things, she says sarcastically, that men love to do. Happens all the freaking time. And then immediately after that, like I want to say the very next day, the guy who I was supposed to go on a first date with stood me up. He didn't stand me up because I didn't actually go there and expect him to be there. More so that he ghosted me right before the date was just like literally right before I would have started getting ready. He started acting weird and stopped responding, and there was something that led up to this that was very much his fault. I didn't want to get into it because it's the internet and there are kids here. Basically, like, he was acting very far out of pocket. I told him it was out of pocket, and then he stopped saying anything. So I was like, oh, okay. So instead of communicating that you wanted a girl who was going to let you act out of pocket, and because I'm not that, you're not going to go out with me. Instead of just saying like, oh, okay, never mind then. You've decided to say nothing, knowing that we have a date in an hour that I could very well still show up to thinking we're going to talk about something, and you just won't fucking be there. This is why men piss me off. This is why, like, every time I'm single, it's not just like, oh, heartbreak. It's not just like, oh, I miss him. No, it's like, y'all get on my fucking nerves, and I'm trying. I'm trying so hard to find somebody worth my energy, to find somebody I can do life with, but I can't even do 1 month with you niggas. Like, what? Okay, let's tone it down. Let's tone it down. Next talking point, you guys might have to wait till we make it to the car for that one because it's a bit hefty. Gotta take these bags back to the car. They're my grocery bags. have like a little awning area right outside my door. It's super cute. If I don't get laid off, I want to get a walking treadmill and do work and walks there. But there's there's 2 now, wasps nests under there. And because I cannot find a man to marry me, I have to depend on myself. So now I have to figure out how to get rid of wasps nests. I wanted to check if I need an oil change. The place where I used to get oil changes, they would put a little like sticker in my car of like, get your next oil change at so and such many thousand miles. But the new place doesn't do that, so I'm just like guessing. It's looking like it is like double extra full. It's supposed to be in between the H and the L, and it's like almost touching the H. So I guess I don't need my oil changed yet. Slay. This time for real. Welcome to the interior of my car. We've been here many times before. The next talking point is that my job offers up this credit where you can do 5 free therapy sessions, and I was at such a place where I felt like I needed to take the credit. It's a combination of everything. It's the having to move house. It's the new house being more expensive and less value. It's the dating troubles. It's the friendship troubles. It's the job. It's like, I also feel like, you know, I used to work as a graphic designer, and I've kind of like let go of design because of being laid off for so long. And it's just like, how hard can you try before you have to accept like, I guess this just isn't gonna work for me. I got a UX design certification. So I already had a degree, and then I had experience, and then I got a certification. And that still wasn't enough. And bear in mind at this time, I was getting my resume and cover letters reviewed by recruiters to make sure they were good. I was going to networking events. I was going to, what do they call them, conferences, job fairs. I was like putting my foot into it. And for a year I was unemployed. So it kind of felt like, how many critiques can you take? And I felt like I had kind of reached my limit that year. So I kind of let go of design. I let go of animation a billion years ago. Now I'm working as a project manager because that's just the job that I got. But it's like, is that what I want? I don't know what I want in life, in general, in career, in just like anything. I just literally don't know what's going on. And it's making me not want to do anything. And it takes more and more each time to get myself to do things, to get myself to try dating again, try making friends again, think about your career, think about progressing. Like, it's getting to a point where I'm just like, fuck it. Like, I'll just sit here until I die. And I don't really want to feel that way. So I am going to be doing therapy. My first session is on Thursday. It's Sunday today. So a couple days, don't want to go because I feel like my therapist is going to be like, okay, bitch, get over it. Like, suck it up. You're being a whiny little whore. I don't think therapists do that, but that's just how it feels. It feels like, just shut up. And then we have the final and the biggest talking point of the year. You know, I picked up this phone to open up maps to direct myself, and then I didn't direct myself. Another talking point is that although I've moved 7 minutes away, I don't understand how to get anywhere. I am very directionally challenged. And so when you, like, I would have to learn the route to get somewhere and then learn the route to get back. Even though they're the same route, coming from a different direction, it looks different. So I would, like, the tree being on the left versus the tree being on the right felt like a different route. And now it's like, I actually have to understand the streets, and I do a little bit, but not really. And it's also not helping that my neighborhood is duplicated. Like, let's say I live on like Tree Street, and to get into my street, like off the road, you turn onto Grass Street, and then you turn onto Tree Street. There's another Grass Street and another Tree Street like 2 feet away. I took a walk yesterday and I ended up on the other Tree Street, and I'm just walking around this Tree Street, and it's linking off to like Amber Lane and Oak Meadow. I'm like, well, what is any of this? Where am I? And I had to use GPS to get home because I'm like, I'm on my street, but I'm not. Like, what? So it's just really, really not helping. So I use GPS for everything. I'm just kind of like, honestly, I give up. I could sit here and try and figure out how to get everywhere from this house, but I don't want to because of the next talking point. On a whim, I bought these like pink steering wheel cover and these pink like seatbelt cover. It just happened. It was in Five Below and it just ended up in my cart. So there's a video trend going on right now. This is my next talking point. I swear I'm going somewhere with this. There's a trend going on right now called 6 Months to Change My Life and Experiment. There was a girl who did the original video, cute black girl, and people have been following the trend and making their own videos along that same line. And I watched the original video. It came up in my recommended and I was super excited to watch it because I was doing a similar challenge myself. When I moved into my space in October, I was so unhappy with the fact that I had to be there and the way other parts of my life was going that I was like, next year, I'm not going to be looking like this. Bear in mind, I moved into that space in October. My birthday was in November. So I'm like, I'm about to turn a year older. I'm about to officially and undeniably be in my mid-late 20s. Like, your 20s are so short. I don't really know when late 20s starts, but I'm like in range. I was like, I'm literally about to be in my mid-late 20s. Like upper middle class, my mid-late 20s. And I'm not happy with my life. That is way too daggum old to be still living with roommates. Like, to be in a place with no living room. Like, this is foolishness. This is foolishness. I am grown and I need a grown life. So I made all these goals for myself to achieve in the following year. I set my desktop background on my laptop as the top 8 goals so that I look at it every day, and it has on there 1 year to change life, and then it's October 15th, I think, 2026, of like when life needs to be changed, or 2025, of like when life needs to be changed by. So it's like, in the next year, I'm gonna change shit. And then this little 6-month challenge video came out, and I was like, oh, like, I'll watch that for some motivation for my own challenge. And then everybody started doing it and it became a trend. And I was like, dang, if I had done a video for my 1 year, would I have started the trend? Would I have gone viral? Anyway, since 6 months is a lot shorter than 1 year, it's a little bit more manageable to do 6 months worth of life-changing videos. 1 year is like a really long time to just do videos on one topic, but I have wanted to document the process. I've already started documenting the process. This video like is kind of in the middle of me documenting the process. But I just wanted to announce, like, I had my 1 year plan for October, but then some things changed. Honestly, New Year's Eve, so a couple days ago, I decided that I wanted something completely different. Like, what I was telling myself I wanted was what I felt like I was supposed to want, but I felt like if I stopped and asked, what do I truly desire? The answer was something completely different. Completely different. Girl. And so I have decided that I'm going to pursue that completely different, sort of out there thing, because that's what I want. And I'm going to announce what that thing is at some point. Not yet. I'm not ready. I've never really been a move in silence person, but this is the kind of thing where it feels so big that I'm like, I need to make sure I'm ready to say this before it gets said. So I am working on a very, very, very big goal that I want to come into fruition early to mid 2026. Like, by then my life is going to be 180, like flipped around a lot. And so I'm gonna be doing like a 1 year to change life is what I've been calling it. I don't really know what this series is gonna fully be. I'm thinking I'll take it in sections, because the section I'm filming right now is talking about like building up my social life. So I'm thinking I'll do each section, and once I get to a point where I'm ready to like actually take action in this big change that I'm planning, that's when I'll announce what it is. It'll have its own section, and then it'll probably be like a 6 months to change the rest of my life kind of thing, because it's gonna take me some time. Like, I'm already starting, but it's like from when I announce it, it's gonna take me some time to get that done. Do you get what I'm saying? You probably don't, because I'm being vague about it, but big things are coming. Very, 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 very big things are coming in 2025. And I don't know. it also kind of makes me not want to go to therapy, because I'm like, oh, like a lot of why I wanted to go is because I didn't know what I wanted from my life and I figured it out. But I feel like I should still go because I figured it out 6 days ago, and it's just like me to think I've got everything laid out and then realize like I don't. I simply don't. So I'm trying to make some goals for myself. I'm trying to find my ambition. I was a very ambitious student in school. It was always like, gotta get the A's, gotta join the clubs, gotta be president of the clubs, gotta start my own societies, gotta be on that game. And things just started going downhill, and it felt like all the efforts I was putting in weren't worth it. So now in adulthood, not only do I not know what I want my efforts to be, but it's hard to even get myself to do that effort because it feels like it's not worth it. Like, we can see the effort from me trying to start an art channel and like pursue that business has not made it very far. Just a lot of things that feel like, why am I putting so much energy into this? But when it gets to be your whole life, you kind of have to talk to somebody to sort yourself out. So I'm still going to go to therapy because I still don't really know what I want out of life. I still need to aspire to something, but I know what I want out of being 27. I'm 26 right now, and when I look at 27, I don't want it to look like this. So that's why I am taking on this project, to prepare myself for the big change that I'm not announcing right now. And that's why I'm filming this video, to let you guys know that I'm back in some capacity. I don't really know in what capacity yet, because I don't really know if I've given up on the art business for good this time. I'm not really sure. It's been many iterations of me trying to sell my art and many failures. So I'm taking a break. Not sure if we've given up, but in the meantime, I'm back here. And I don't know why, because I've been trying to like make YouTube an income stream for over a decade. It has never happened. I think I just keep coming back because I actually like doing it. So it's like, well, it started as a hobby. I guess it can just keep being a hobby. I kind of want it to be money, but whatever. So I'm back. You guys have a bit of an update. If you have questions for me, please leave them in the comments. Please. I know you're gonna scroll to the comments and there's not gonna be any in there, and you're gonna be like, I don't want to be the first comment. No, be the first, be the second, like make it awkward, please, because I've wanted to do a Q&A my entire YouTube career, never could because I never had any questions. But there's over 300 of you guys. Surely you can drum up 10 questions between you. So please head to the comments and ask me something that you're curious about. Don't ask me what my big plan is because I'm not ready to reveal it. It is really big though. It is really big though. If you are a single man living in the Los Angeles area who is not full of shit, feel free to contact me. And that's all. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys next time. And until then, toodaloo.